Welcome to CountryLine TV. I'm Ashley Higginbotham in the studio with Chris Erasmus. Hey, thanks for coming in.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You came all the way over here from across the pond,
Yeah, all the way
and you
from
brought
London.
the weather with you.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
It's okay. Now, you actually didn't grow up in London. You were born and raised in Africa?
Yeah, Zimbabwe, and the game reserves out there. So kind of a bush boy, country boy, but an African country boy. Yeah.
I know, that's crazy. Where'd you go after?
Zimbabwe. Then I went down to South Africa. Did a lot of my schooling out there. Then I actually went and did a season in Montana. That's a cowboy out there.
That's where it is.
Yeah, Montana out there. Then I did some of my university in Australia, and then actually to New York and then London. So all over the place.
You've been everywhere.
Yeah, you got to travel.
What has been your favorite place so far?
I think every country has like something special, and every place has something special about it. Like Montana's obviously got this amazing terrain, and the culture is quite amazing out there. And the last kind of frontier of cowboys still working full time. Australia's got the wonderful weather, the sea, kind of great surf culture. London's got this historic culture, great kind of music scene out there. Some really, really talented artists. New York has just got this bustling kind of industry, and there's always somebody there who's like an expert at what they do, and you can be gigging in one small place and Lady Gaga will walk in and come do a set. And so I love that. And I'm still figuring Nashville out, but it seems pretty wild with the country world.
I feel like a lot of your music, at least in the recent past, has been kind of a little bit more upbeat. But then this latest single, We Had It Made, is like completely different.
Yeah. It was a surprising one that made it onto the record for that session. I was working with this great guy, I still am, Scott Jacoby. It's a great producer, and I was kind of like, I'm not sure it's in the right place, and it's a little bit kind of on the back foot. And Scott was like, it's amazing, let's do it. And he had a really great vision of the kind of the gospel vocals over the top, and this kind of traveling song. And I wrote it as a traveling song because at the time that's what I was doing. So in my head, it was something that you would play when you're walking away, or you're having a conversation with someone to say, listen, it's time to move on, or somebody has that conversation with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what exactly was the song about?
Well, the song was I started writing that song in Australia, so it's a couple of years back, and we basically were, it's very difficult to have a relationship when there's a time limit on how long you're staying in a country, and I just kind of ended it with this person who was lovely, and we got on really well, and everything was right, but it wasn't the right place at the right time, so. And ultimately not the right person then. But so I thought, well, how do you have that conversation saying, well, listen, it's amazing, but it's time to kind of move on.
Yeah. That's tough.
It's tough, but that's life, right? And and timing's everything. So.
That's true. That happens.
Oh yeah.
Your song before that you released, Camden Town, is that the one that was before?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, talk to me about that one.
Camden Town. So Camden Town's a cool one because obviously Camden in London is this iconic kind of place for music, and if you go back through the histories of what Camden is, it's almost like a mini Nashville. But your Amy Winehouses came out of there, and those places where you gig, there's some really iconic kind of small clubs. We're actually playing one next month, which I'm really looking forward to. And every time I got an audition or something good happened, it was just after COVID, I was walking through Camden, so I thought, this is really interesting. I wonder what that is, or kind of what that looks like or sounds like. And it's kind of like the strip of Nashville. If you kind of close your eyes and you listen, you hear the rhythm of it. There's always a drum beat or a guitar playing or somebody singing, and you kind of found that. So it was kind of the song that I started writing about getting you out of that dark place that COVID brought, and this dark place that the industry sometimes puts you in, and kind of finding joy in a space. And it always seemed to happen in Camden. So Camden Town, yeah.
Nice. Okay, so I want you to imagine if little boy you were to just walk in here and come up and say, hey, what would you tell him and what would he tell you?
I don't think you believe I'd be singing for a living. At one stage, we were pretty convinced I was going to be Peter Pan or a game ranger, so game warden.
Did you say Peter Pan?
Peter Pan, yeah.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah,
that's the theater kid coming back out.
Yeah, that was about as realistic as being a singer. So
okay, that's fair.
in Zimbabwe, but I think it's just kind of trust yourself and and believe that you know enough. I think there's, everyone feels like they're imposters at some point in their life, and you always think, oh, I need to know more, I need to do something better, or somebody knows so much more than me, or I don't know what I'm doing. And I think that is something we put on ourselves, and I still have to remind myself that every day, before every performance, that you just got to trust that you are enough, and kind of sit into that and let the art and the music and the hard work you put in speak for itself.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what would he want to say to you? Or I forgot which one we did.
Well, I probably ought to say to him, and I think he'd be pretty surprised again that I'm in America.
Yeah.
But I think he would remind me to get back home. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. And then what's going on with you for the rest of the year? What do you have coming up?
Well, the rest of the year, so we're doing a gig in Camden at the Green Note on the 16th of November, which is pretty fun. It's a singer-songwriter round that I'm headlining, but I've got some two very talented friends coming through. So I highly recommend anyone in London come see that. Seats are limited, so come see it. It's a really cool space, very small, but a lot of great performers come through there, and a lot of great singer-songwriters. So I'm very excited to headline that. It's my first time there, so first time headlining there. So
that'll be fun.
It'll be a lot of fun, yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're finishing off an album we just finished tracking in New York. So really exciting stuff there, big one. And we've got some really cool upbeat, kind of honky-tonk thumpers, and a couple of slightly slower ones, and some storytelling ones, and some of the Delta blues feel in them. So I'm really excited to see kind of to finish that off. So we're going to be polishing off the vocals and getting that all mixed and ready. And I'm probably going to go home then, back into the bush for December and for Christmas. So yeah, okay. I haven't been back in a while. So
go back into hiding for a little bit.
Kind of no connection, no Wi-Fi, no cell phone connection, and just kind of enjoy being kind of back in the wild.
Yeah, sometimes that's necessary.
That's always necessary.
Where can people find you on social media?
Well, I'm on CJ Erasmus, and all my links to Spotify and everything are on there. So yeah, please go give me a like, give me a follow, and let me know what you think about the music. We always appreciate it. So
yeah. Be sure to check out Chris Erasmus' new single, "We Had It Made." Thank you for coming in again today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.